the, the party of APC.
I am. She was very eloquent, and I love
Free of, like, when
Do
I
you know
heard
what
it,
that means?
yeah,
Because
and
we talked about nomination forms being very
Saying.
different, political parties. So what happens?
Oyime, what are we saying in essence? So what happens if I, as the woman, have
fine, but not like APC is actually saying that under their, umbrella.
Or under their
If you want to go ahead and still say, oh, I'm a woman and I have my money and I want to
Sure.
buy my form, no problem, go ahead.
I have
So give us a try. I'm waiting for
we can go on and on, but for now, let's go on our third chat her. Yeah, let me see.
What?
Yes.
What did he do?
Teenage Nigerian Pro. He now came out and posted his wedding. He's done with the introduction. The part 1 is sealed. He's actually working over. Save the date. God has spoken to me. I am walking down the aisle with the love of my life. He said, love is the only genuine principle of the world. Celebrate with us and be celebrated in Jesus' name.
Amen. Wait first, what are you doing with a woman? Let's start from there. Have you finished reading your textbooks? Books, reading and preparing for your exams. So what are you talking about?
Let me add to your question and ask Dara. Dara, age is not. I don't feel anyone should go into relationship if you've not discovered yourself.
Thank you.
First, it is not a play. Feelings will fade away. Is he aware of that?
Feelings will fade away.
Honestly.
Exactly. Number 2, emotional maturity times. But there's times that you have to use your logical reasoning to fix something in the home. How matured is she?
Well, tell me that's child abuse, because the young boy that's marrying the young child, that is baby abuse.
I mean, that falls back to the parent. And in marriage, let me marry this. I'll be like, boy, go get something done. You're supposed to, at 10 to 13, you're supposed to be in Genesis 1, only got stuck in my head. Yeah, and I want to buy Becky's idea because, well.
He's a teenager, for Christ's sake. Okay, so I think they need a very good counselor to speak sense education. Then you can talk about marriage. Have something that can be sustainable to sustain the marriage. You don't just jump into reaction, because she's too young to understand love.
I
don't know what I'm going to say.
So, what are you going to say?
I am going to say, be careful and be ready, because I'm not ready for any
from this race. Biko, ha. Hey.
Well, I would say, since he said he heard from God, keep praying. And keep your finger.
So
I love love.
You need to love love too. So we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, EmpowerHer.
Spectrum Television. Okay, let's delve into the matter of the day, which is friendintimacy.
When I think about the word friendintimacy, somehow it sounds like very new, like something that is not conventional, seen, feels heard, Now, the question is, do ladies feel that way within her circle? Most ladies, we find out that, they'll rather hold a conversation with, the guys more than have it. This other circle, a mixture of 4 guys with 1 lady. And you have, as in, all ladies circle. You still have some people breaking out to say, I don't feel comfortable with another
interesting topic, because I will use my experience.
Okay, let's hear you.
Right from secondary school,
friend to nobody.
Honestly, because I'm going to use the 3 pillars of friendship basically to answer this very question. Number 1, trust. Which happens to any other person.
Yeah.
You understand? You are not going to hear whatever secret you kept with that guy.
How are you so sure?
But hold on, Becky. But she will say way beyond the boundary. Secondly, acceptance. A man can accept you too. They cannot really differentiate between synthetic hair
and
human hair expensive, or is the other one, I don't want to mention where they make, those less of yourself. That is what men do. Thirdly, support. Women feel there is a limit to where they can support you. Why? You cannot take off
jealousy. That's the word.
You cannot take off jealousy. So it feels like both of you, there is a lady too, that whenever they go to a place, everyone is always complimenting this lady. You look beautiful, you look this, you look, and they don't tell her anything about it. let her just go like that. At least people get to see that she has a flaw.
Yeah.
And then she's not always this pretty. Now, can you beat that? But a man will tell you, babe, this thing where they wear, you know, man.
You know, a woman's jealousy. I understand that part. I understand. But do you also know that somehow, when you guys are out, the things I used to say, yes, some do, but there are some that would actually be so mature to the point that they actually keep quiet. They just keep it within themselves. But she feels that than women. You know, we are perceived to be, oh, when we are just among ourselves. No, when we are among ourselves, we are gisting about men, or we are gisting.
You may let's strike a balance. I would say this is a two-way thing.
Okay.
The man and the she's from the Ashanti region. She would tell me, Dara, do you know why I like you? Because Nigeria, she said, I want to come with you. We're so close. We had this, you know, this bond.
Yeah.
Or Dara, is it because of your dimples? Is it because of your daystima? Is it because of your boggy ass or something? We're like so jealous, and he talks like a woman. That's why I said that it's a two-way thing. Let's strike a balance. Let's come back home. I don't want the things I actually said to my friend in confidence to be heard outside. But I am telling you nothing but the truth.
Disputing the fact that we have men that are flippant. All right? You people should get me right to
say it.
Men are more
reserved.
Not reserved. They work more with rationality. They are very rational human beings, and then we are very emotional, right? We all agree again. Women can keep secrets too, and they are not very straightforward. Now you can see a woman that you've offended her, or you did something wrong to her. And then you tell a woman, don't tell this person, no. She said, okay. Do you know what this person said? So she said, I should not tell him, don't use in confidence. So you better promise me that you will not. He said, I promise you. Now, I've had male friends that will come up.
Let me say something.
They're more straightforward.
Let me say something.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
understand that men can be, to some extent reserved, let's say in the way they talk, in their conversation among.
Agreed.
There are some men that will be so demeaning to the extent that you're safe, you're seen, you're heard, don't worry, you can tell me anything. And when once the Mr. Eric, don't worry, Eric cannot say anything, he will not divulge it. Your phone to actually tell another person, did you hear what Comfort said to me? Bam, 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 and he will finish. And
can you give credit to individual differences?
Becky, you know, when we talk about Becky,
us talk about talk with other women.
Let's come back. The question we should ask ourselves is, who is really your friend? Because a friend is not necessarily a member of your family. A friend is that.
Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that. Just stay tuned. We'll be back.
.ng. Just before the break, we were talking about a very interesting topic, friend intimacy. I will be introducing, her name is Ejijong Enang. She's a passionate woman, right? You're welcome to the show, Ejijong Enang.
Thank you.
So good to have you join us today on EmpowerHer.
You're so pretty.
Very pretty.
Wow, quite an interesting resume you've got there.
Thank you.
So tell us about your trip down here. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel
coming
good.
to the beautiful hills of Ibiakoran?
I was like, oh, thank God I'm not pregnant.
I'm glad to have you join us on EmpowerHer.
For that, and it is, you know, when two people who are in a relationship feel safe, they feel seen, they feel heard, and spending some time with other guys, not like with no strings attached, actually, just that's her own circle of friends. I think that ladies feel safe and heard, comfort.
Friends. And they don't understand the difference between friendship and acquaintance. Yes, and she's not your friend. So at that point, you can't be safe with someone. Friendship is someone that you know this person has accepted you. Gets to that. You can always call upon anytime, even after a huge argument. The person can. I easily make friends, but I don't keep friends. I can enter because I have made myself that open, but that doesn't mean after they are quite higher than you in all ramification.
Why
not
so?
Someone below you.
Why?
Why I'm saying so is, you know, this time you get to have some advice from her. The older friend will be glad to mentor you, to talk to you.
Of course, because that happens a lot among ladies.
And another thing is, you know, we ladies, we are very materialistic.
Sure.
Yes. And another thing is, if you, and you, is she the only one that can speak English? Is she acquaintance kind of a person that usually come around?
Yeah.
Next thing she would like, like my friend will always say, she has a lot on her table when she's doing nothing. That's
yes.
And I couldn't take more than I can chew.
Yeah.
And she takes that to be proud.
Right. So quickly, you talked about having a friend that is way higher than you, that is below you, but the friend is teaching below your level. Bearing it in mind that there are times that the person could revolt because of what you.
Ready to learn.
Yeah.
That's the crop of the matter from you. Another thing is, you that takes your friend to human being, woman, it means you must have had some good track records.
That's right.
Married or not, in your little way of achievements. If whoever comes, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Yeah.
but talking about going to, I mean, because don't say I'm too I'm too materialistic. I'm not
An angel.
Beyonce,
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian, but my friend, and then forgive me. This is banned in the name of friendship. You get, because it you wait. Do not be deceived. Sorry to go a bit intimidated. You'll be so tensed, and you can even greet the person, ma'am. So
Another thing is, you have to also be looking out for.
You know what's wrong with these two people? Can you allow me to breathe? Let's go on.
So you have to look out for that. Action.
with
Behaving
fear.
well as a younger person.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's a well, let's say, exposed person up there. Because I've been able to, to fix in.
To blend.
When you behave well and you're also ready to remain there.
Now, sometimes it is perceived that let's go back. Ladies feel more comfortably pleased with other young guys.
Okay.
Why do you think ladies feel more confident to confide?
Why I'm saying so is, you are a female. I do some very odd things. I go to places I'm not supposed to. Oh, our ladies are not safe.
Thank you.
You go to where they play games,
Where the
drink,
snooker.
where the drink, the bar. You know that, okay? If it comes out a beat is maybe you bestie, you pour out your secret to your so-called bestie.
Someone else's best friend.
So it's a perception, it's a two-way thing.
Now, but that women should actually remain in their circle of friends. They shouldn't go out to maybe also have
a male friend, male bestie. After all, there was a time I did a toast wife.
Wow.
Yes, it's a concept, just like how it's just a perception. And there is nothing wrong with you having a fall, and it's the best, because sometimes those
EmpowerHer continues, don't go away.
Something, you mentioned that most of us now my question is, are you saying a man and a lady to be best of friends without any
Yes,
That's huge.
yeah. No, persons will not come out. And the other way around, there's something you're looking for that person. And sometimes the lady like, oh, this girl is a good girl. Yeah, it's real. I'm telling you. Oh, this girl. It's outside, or sometimes you start crying, oh, he raped me or something. Oh no.
And we start
He's
hearing
the best, he's
justice
the best, he's the opposite sex. So we won't hear stories that touches the heart.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with you keeping a male friend. You are not his sister. You are not how good the man is. I can sleep with him on the same bed. I can even walk naked. I cook fine. A dog with a bone.
Tread with caution.
Don't tread with caution.
Now, and then like the people that have this phobia didn't just get battered and what have you, because it's not just about something about human beings. They can act otherwise. So one person who would tell me, Dara, I better be on my own. I want to wound it. So what would you love to say to those people?
Yeah, a lot of persons turn deserves
Another.
So they
right?
say,
not in totality that I'm talking about this, but in most cases, if is not what being a friend, what keeping as a friend. So before you complain about another person, I keep friends, I'm good to my friends. And then It do some evaluation. You do some do that evaluation to know who this person is. Don't just wake up and oh, she's fine. Anybody can have that.
That's
But
right.
how about the attitude? You might mention that good the other person is. Don't get attracted to a girl because of what she wears.
Yeah.
Don't get attracted to a girl. Oh, someone came to my house last week. And when she comes to like, oh,
It happens.
yeah, for her, she knows I love good shoes. And she came for the by you. And for her, she's already my friend. That's why she wants to get my shoe to go wear for church. Joy, that's girl to girl talk. There's
You
nothing
tell
as sweet as girl.
Yeah.
Some men can stand it. You're so bestie. Whereas you can do that to your female friend.
That's right.
You get my
Right.
trusted.
Trust.
So that some other person can also trust you. Trust is the main issue here.
That's right.
Around believing that men are the best set of human beings to have. The opposite sex, a female friend like you also have to evaluate yourself. Get to know who this person is. Does something, because definitely there is no how you're gonna be with your friend and you will not hurt each other. Relationship. Yeah, friendship is just like relationship. In fact, friendship.
Let's take a final note now.
Okay.
On a final note, let's take a score. If you were to score yourself between 1 to 10
Okay.
on your level of
They're putting her on the
we're all gonna take
Or
She said a scale of 1 to 10.
scale of 1
1
to
to
10.
okay, scale of 1
Yeah,
to
no.
10. The reason is sometimes I can't cope with the way, not more that way. The want to, enjoy another person. I am somewhat reserved. I go out for things that can. I'm not saying there are no other young. I have 3 friends who are. There are some that I can't even go near.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why I say 3.
3.
I have learned so much from
From
them.
them.
And the good ones.
Mhm.
They will guide you in your relationship too.
Yes.
Money with the rule. You have to make your hair. Girl needs to do this. Girl then they'll get to teach you the benefit of modesty, the benefit of humility. Oh Lord, you learn from them
That's
a
right.
lot. And another thing is, have a good job, have some good friends, and all of that. And that's why some women don't like bringing young girls. So if somebody has trusted you so much to our home, to our office, husband might come. It is love for you to.
I've learned a lot. I know this young lady is here. Are you trustworthy? Are you honest? Is your character, good? We're going to say our bye-byes. Just stay with us.
On Spectrum Television. And right about now, we want to go on a next segment.
Really?
Queen is going to be jealous.
No, I'm not.
So we say
I'm happy
Darodoma.
for you.
No,
All right, so the
Absolutely.
woman of the week is Akpokagi Adedoyin Mariam. Taoma, whose real name is Akpokagi Adedoyin Mariam, is comedy style of making jest of a typical Nigerian mothers. You remember, right?
I remember.
Respond to the actions of their children. Tao. Your factory setting will just be set.
I like Becky. I like the fact that
She's the child, she's the mother, and she's the father.
a
Only
big
her.
congratulations.
Owns
I
an
like that.
eatery. Of course, she owns an eatery, and then she's doing so well for herself.
Well, that's how much and how far we can go on EmpowerHer today on the show.
You will enjoy yourself.
Don't worry. And that was it on the show. Thank you so much for joining.
EmpowerHer on Spectrum Television. My name is Dara Odoma. Thank you for joining us.